Hey guys, I was hoping my first video would be real flashy like a cool music video, but it's not. I wanted to speak to a couple questions that I got from email and some comments from the blog. I hope that you guys can learn from my mistakes and my knowledge and, make a faster progression through combat conditioning. So right on to it. One, do I move on to progression standards if I'm unable to do them? Do I move on to the next step? And second, are there inconsistencies in the progression standards for different exercises like pull-up, push-up? Yeah, I think definitely you have to, unless you want to get stuck on, step 2 horizontal pull-ups for forever. Eventually you can get past them, but for myself, I've gone to the next step and then a couple steps ahead. I plan to come back to them. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. And then are the inconsistencies? Yeah, definitely pull-ups are a little bit harder than push-ups and squats in some ways. So that's part of the reason I added intermediate steps. And if you check out my Excel spreadsheet, you'll see I have about 15 different intermediate steps, maybe a couple more. I seem to be adding them almost weekly. And there's a reason for that. So on the spreadsheet I have warm-up sets, work sets, and challenge sets. The warm-up sets are typically the step below what you're working on, then of course the step that you're working on, and then the challenge set. So I'll go and do some of the next step past my what I'm capable of doing the progression standard on, in hopes that I'll gain strength and be able to do the work set, and also more easily transition to the next step. So the last thing I want to talk about is the intermediate steps, which I mentioned. So for example, squats. You go to closed squats where your feet are together, and then you're supposed to do uneven squats. Very difficult with a basketball in front of you. So I do Bulgarian squats with the basketball behind me, and then double chairs. I'm sitting on the chair, put one foot up on the chair in front of me and stand up, this kind of thing. If you check the spreadsheet, you'll see I'm a firm believer in intermediate steps to get you from combat conditioning step 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 or whatever. So I'll talk a little bit more about some of the specific exercises and videos later on, but for now, that's all I have.